Okay, let's work on question 32. Question 32. The question said evaluate 3.2 times 0.4 divided by 0.016. Now, when you have this type of question, I expect you to go and start from the numerators. You have two things there, that is 3.2 times 0.4, that is multiplying decimal. How do you multiply decimal? I have 3.2 times 0.4, right? I'm writing all the quiz, everything. 0.16, this is 0.016, right? So I'm going to pick my numerators. All I need to do is, how do you multiply decimal? You check the decimal places. How many decimal places does each decimal have? The 3.2 has one decimal place, that is one number after the decimal point. The 0.4 has what? One decimal place, right? Altogether, both of them, both numbers, 3.2 times 0.4, they have two decimal places. Okay, so I'm going to do something with the two decimal places, but that will be later. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 332 by 4. So if I multiply 32 by 4, it's going to give me what? 128, right? Remember, I counted two decimal places. I will put it back. That is 128. I have 0.016. So I have 1.28 now as my numerator, divided by 0.016, right? Good. How do I now divide decimal? Because that is what I have now. All I need to do, there are different ways, but what I can do is I can simply turn both of them to fractions and divide. So 1.28, so this is like indirectly teaching you how to turn decimal to fraction. If I want to turn 1.28 to fraction, all I need to do is to count how many numbers immediately after the decimal point. I have one number, that's the 2 is the first number, the 8 is the second number. That determines how many zeros I'm going to put under. So I have 128. Remember, we want to turn it to fraction. So I remove the decimal point. Because I have two decimal places, I must have two zeros under. Divided by 0.016. I have three decimal places here, three decimals. So the zeros I should put under the 0.0. The 0 I should put under the 16 now, because the zeros that came before the 16, that is 16, are not important. They are not important for now. So how many zeros should I put? That is 3 zeros, because I have three decimal places in 0.016. Now I can divide. The law of dividing fractions states that you turn the division sign into multiplication and flip the other number, the other fraction, that is turning it into its reciprocal, that is 1000 over 16, right? I can now cancel, right? Remove two zeros. Now I have 16 divided by itself 1. When 16 divides 128, is going to give me what? 8. Sorry, it's going to give me 8. 8 times 10 will give me what? 80. So 80 is the correct what? Answer to this question. That is option what? E. Thank you.